Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you my orchid, Dendrobium aphyllum, which is also called Dendrobium pierardi. I'm not sure which name is the official name right now. It used to be pierardi, it used to be aphyllum. I like the name aphyllum because it describes the fact that it is leafless for a huge chunk of the year. So let me show you the flowers first, because the flowers are beautiful. Well, all flowers are beautiful. There are no plants that have flowers that are not beautiful, but sometimes they are more showy. Sometimes they are more spectacular than other flowers. And these ones, I think these are the most spectacular flowers that I have. This plant has the most spectacular flowers of my entire collection. I'm not sure whether I'm right or not, but because it is in bloom right now, it is the most spectacular for sure. For the rest of the year, like the flowers will be open for about 3 weeks maximum, not more than that. And for the rest of the year, these stems that are here will be leafless. However, the plant will produce new stems from the center. It's not producing them yet. The new stems are not growing yet, but they will. When I got this plant, it was very small and it had only one spike on which there were flowers. I bought it with flowers, and there were maybe two spikes, quite short, without any leaves, any flowers. And then it grew another spike, and the following year, when the leaves dropped, the following year there were flowers on it. And then it started, as years went by, there were two new stems growing every year. And then this year, which is the last year, 2024, for the first time, there were three stems that grew. And when they were growing, originally they were covered with leaves. And then in about October, mid-October, maybe mid-November this year, the leaves started falling down. And that was my indication. They started turning yellow, actually, and that was the indication for me, the sign for me to stop watering the plant. And I didn't water it at all throughout the entire winter. And I only started watering it when the flower buds appeared. Okay, so on the leafless stems, but the past year's stems, flower buds appeared, and that's when I started watering the plant. And on these stems, nothing is growing. They are just here, but they are photosynthesizing a little bit, because on the inside they are green, but they are not really producing anything right now. Maybe I'm hoping they will produce keikis at one point, but keikis are just new plants, new stems growing from the old stems, and the keikis usually appear on the stems where flowers are not appearing. So instead of flowers, there are keiki sometimes when the plant is in stress. I think it happens. So this is how it is. Anyways, I'm hoping maybe for more stems this year, maybe four. We'll see. We'll see. I do water this plant quite abundantly during the growth season. I soak the entire pot, which is there is a pot inside a clay vase or a clay container. So I take the clay pot in which the plant originally is planted. I take it out and I put it in a bowl of water, and then I soak it for about half an hour or so. And then I remove the plant and I let it drain, and then I put it back into this vase. I do it once a week during the growth season, but once a week is about once a week, because when it's very hot and very dry, then I do it more often. If the days are gloomy and rather cold and not sunny at all, then I skip it and I make it 10 days or even 2 weeks instead of once a week. And if it's really hot and if it's really dry, then I will even water the plant, just like other plants, not between the soaking. Okay, I do fertilize it. I should fertilize it much more often than I do. I do fertilize it sometimes, very weak 20-20-20 balanced fertilizer. And then the plant stays here in this spot for the entire year. It is a south-facing window, but the plant is behind a wall, so the sun is only here, reaching the plant in the morning. The plant seems to be very happy here. In the summertime, well, it's quite hot here, so it enjoys the warm temperature. But in winter, it is quite cold in this room. This is a non-heated room, so of course the entire house is heated, so the temperatures are not extreme, but it's about 15 degrees here Celsius when there is no sun, when it's cloudy, and when the weather outside is really, really cold. It can be 15 or even less than that degrees. During the night, it might be even less than 15 degrees. Sometimes, not every day. But it is subjected to lower temperatures during winter. Okay, but then I don't water it at all. I'm not watering this plant at all. The flowers will drop in about 3 weeks. They just opened. Maybe less than that. We'll see. And then new stems will grow on which there will be leaves, and that's how the cycle is of this plant. Okay? Isn't it beautiful? I love this plant, and I actually like all of my plants. I like them a lot, but I'm very grateful for the flowers. I really like when they flower, because it tells me that they are happy. The plants that are flowering, everything is going the way it should. They feel comfortable. They feel happy in their pot, in the place they are standing, and they bloom for me. Okay. I hope you like my Dendrobium aphyllum. It's a really nice plant, and you know what? It's relatively easy as an orchid. I've killed so many orchids, and there are so many of them that don't want to cooperate with me. I'm not sure how to provide them with the right conditions. And somehow this one likes me. Somehow this one likes my house, and I really like it too. Maybe that's why. Okay? Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great rest of the day.